You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, it's been a little while. I guess this one fell out of rotation by accident, so let's jump right back into another episode of Home Zomewhere Else. Alrighty. We did it, Mr. Chad. I really need to stop running so much. The two of you sit down on the grass, trying to regain your breath. Excuse me. Takes a minute for Fred to show up, calmly walking up the hill with mild amusement. Mr. Fred, I can't believe you did that. I was totally joking about it. Oh, you were? Then why didn't you tell me? I had no idea you'd actually do it. But you did. You really did it. The absolute madman. Huh. I was just playing my role. Fred smiles confidently as he wipes the dust off his shoulders. Bravery points for you. Thanks. That being said, you guys could have just walked around the lake, right? Oh. You and Thony look at each other and shrug. The two of you start laughing despite feeling Fred's silent judgment being cast down on you. What were you talking about with Bruce, though? Yeah, I'm curious, too. We were just, I was just explaining to him my part of the plan. Huh, Mr. Fred, you weren't supposed to do that, though. So what? It worked, didn't it? Thony looks at Fred with peeved confusion. I guess. You know what? Yes, it worked, you're right. Thony looks away with a scrunched up mouth and furrowed eyebrows. Anyways, let's get going, guys. We're gonna be late. You're right, let's go! The three of you walk towards the park's exit and then onto the main street. You all walk briskly towards the school's entrance, realizing the clock is not on your side. As you approach the main gate, you notice Mr. Lorenzo is by the door, ready to close it. Wait! Thony practically flies to the door and ducks under the elderly lion's arm. Huh? Mr. Lorenzo looks around, seemingly unaware that Thony wasn't inside already. Thony looks at you and Fred from inside and waves at you guys. Alright, Mr. Chad, Mr. Fred, see you laters. Have a good day, Thony. Laters, buddy. Oh, have a good day, gentlemen. You and Fred wave your hands as Mr. Lorenzo closes the door. Alright, what now? Well, we have a few hours to kill, so why not go to the park's lookout? Sure. Fred makes his way to the park's northern entrance, with you following. The two of you walk until reaching the lookout. It's empty. Seemingly everyone has gone to work by now and are beginning their classes. You walk to the bench and plop yourself down on one, feeling tired despite the day just starting. Fred sits close to you, smiling all the while. You both just breathe and enjoy the view. The crystal clear sky and cool breeze fills you with peace. So, May I ask what you've been up to all these years? I have to admit, I never expected to meet you again. I had imagined you moved 1,000 miles away from here. You relax and let your shoulders hang loose, the man looking at you with a somewhat odd expression. Why would I move? I've only left the city for a few days max, and that was only for vacation. Other than that, I've just been living life one day at a time. Really? But we used to talk about moving away the second we could. Oh yeah, didn't we talk about getting a place up north or something? That being said, the second your situation occurred, though, any desire to leave vanished completely. I spent most of my days looking around for clues, asking people around town if they'd seen you, and just trying to figure out what happened. No one ever found your body, so I didn't want to leave this place without you. I always knew deep down I'd see you again, even if it took one miracle or a million. I knew I was going to see your smile again. And hey, I was right! You look into Fred's eyes. He's smiling while holding back as many tears as he can. Fred puts his hands on his face, trying to cover it from you. Sorry, man, it's just... Don't be sorry, Fred. I'm the one that should be sorry for putting you through all that. No, you're not allowed to be sorry. I'm the one who kept hoping, I was the one who dreamed of seeing you again. I'm still scared of you disappearing again like you did that day. Last night, when I was sleeping with you, it felt like I'd lost you all over again. One second you were there, and the next you were gone. But I have to keep reminding myself that you're here. So in my mind, it was all worth it to me. I'm sorry that you had to deal with so much, even despite you saying it's okay now. I hope the pain you felt will go away. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, Chad. All pain goes away with time and the right people nearby. Fred uncovers his face and wipes his eyes with the back of his hand, smiling once again. Agreed. You pat the man's back. You're not sure if it's any consolation for Fred, but you hope it's something at least. So, besides that, can I ask what else you've been up to? Oh shit, sorry, well, I've mostly been taking care of my mom, going from job to job, exercising, swimming. Currently have a weekend lifeguard job, and that's about it. Really? I mean, yeah, it's been 10 years, but at the same time, I spent almost half that time trying to come to grips with reality. I want to say I was trying to live, but in reality, I was barely surviving for a while. That being said, there have been a few high points. I've met a few interesting people, hung out with old friends, and I spent a lot of time with Jenny before she went abroad. But besides that, it's been a very long decade. Well, it kind of sounds nice if that counts. Trust me, it's been more boring than anything. No, trust me, it sounds a lot better than these past few days. Actually, better than the past few months before I met Kathy and Thony. Fair, but do you really not remember anything in between? What's the memory gap for you like? Sadly, I don't really remember anything. One second I was a teenager falling off a cliff. The next thing I knew, I woke up a full-ass adult stranded in the middle of a forest. The night was 3 months ago, and since then... One second, y'all. I'm actually going to pause it right there. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Hold on. 3 months ago? Yeah, that's also why I was still super mad and angry and acted all bitchy towards you. All these feelings are still fresh because... For you, what happened last night might have been 10 years ago, but for me it only happened 3 months ago, so everything is... or was still vividly running through my mind. I see, but... Can you describe what that night was like? 3 months ago? Fred looks at you with a quizzical look, almost as if he's about to crack a case. Yeah, but why? Something weird happened around that time. I just want to see if it even makes sense. Well, alright. So I woke up in the middle of the woods. I remember a bright flash, and then it felt like I had just landed on the grass. That's what startled me awake. It was raining pretty heavily, too, and when I opened my eyes, the night sky was almost glowing. I was naked, and then I started walking, and... That's when we had that massive lightning strike. Lightning strike? Yeah, there was this massive electrical storm going on. The power kept flickering on and off, and the winds were howling like crazy. My mom and I were mortified, but nothing happened until... BAM! Lightning struck so hard it caused the ground to shake. Car alarms are going off, and some people have even said that some of their windows cracked. Thankfully, the strike seemed to be in the middle of the woods, so no one got hurt, but damn, it was the talk of the town for a good week. You wouldn't happen to remember the date, right? Short answer, no. Long answer, I feel like I'm forgetting so many things. Even when I'm talking to people, I feel like some things just blank out of my memory in an instant. I don't even remember how I got into town, for example. Alright. Well, part of me is curious to know if these two events are connected somehow. I mean, maybe? I don't care, though. Huh? What do you mean you don't care? What don't you care about? My memories and stuff. So you just don't care about your memories? I don't know. Well, don't worry. I'm on the case. What? Why? Well, because I need to know where you've been all this time. Although these two events seem connected, who's to say they even are, you know? No, just don't bother. Why? It just doesn't matter to me. I have a million other things on my plate to worry about. I just want to focus on my future and get some stability. You want to see a miracle? Me getting my shit together would be a miracle. First things first, finding a place to live. I really can't take advantage of Kathy any longer. You know how sweet she is. If it were up to her, she'd probably let me stay there until Thony's in college, rent-free. I can't just take and not pay her back. Take and not pay her back. Very true. You really consider it, huh? I mean, considered or not, no one should take advantage of people like Kathy or Thony. They've restored my faith in mankind. Well, going back to stability, if you need anything, please let me know, okay? I've got your back. Please remember that. I will. Thanks. Fred shines his usual goofy smile at you, seemingly grateful that you're letting him get so close to you again. You can't help but blush a little. So, do you know what happened to my family? A second now. Well, I may have bricked your dad in the face. May have? Yeah, just maybe. Well, on the off chance that you punched my dad, thanks, maybe. But any idea where they went? All I know is that after you went missing, your parents separated or got divorced, something along those lines. As you both know, they're no longer living at the old place. Admittedly, I had no idea the place was abandoned like that. Every now and then I see your dad around town. It's easy to spot him because it looks like he's gagging every time he sees me. As for your mom, well, I saw her a few times at your grave, but that's it. Your heart sinks to a new depth that it never had before. My grave? Yeah, we never found your body, but we made a memorial grave anyway. We all needed something to grieve at. I never stopped visiting. Holy shit, that's a lot to take in. I'm sorry. If you want, I can take you there. It's on top of the hill. You mean on our hill? Yeah, that's the one. Sometimes I'd bring sandwiches, and I... Before Fred can say another word, you see him starting to tear up again. You reach your arm over and pull him close. Fred, you don't have to say another word. I don't want you to cry. Sorry, I have a lot of memories and so many things I've been wanting to tell you. I know you do, Fred. We'll have time, okay? Yeah, we can always go there when things are calmer, you know? I was about to say I sometimes bring sandwiches and eat there like we used to. Is it still as beautiful as it used to be? No, but it will be once we're both up there. Right. You look away from the smirking dweeb. His soft smile and sultry words make you blush. Well, thank you again. For what? Everything. It still surprises me that you still cared all this time. Despite it being a decade, you still wanted to see me again. I can't even imagine the pain you must have felt. Did you ever get over it? I really tried to. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't still eating me up inside sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'd say... Fred looks at the ground before smiling. Worth. You elbow him lightly as you both chuckle, the mid-morning sun shining on the both of you. Well, I want you to know I'm still a little mad at you. I know. But maybe a little less mad, considering you punched that asswipe for me. Maybe. Ha, yeah, maybe. Fred looks down with a smirk. Although he's smiling, you can tell something is bothering him. You look at the gash you gave him when you fought at the park. I'm sorry, I may have punched too hard. Fred looks at you. Maybe. You punch like a little girl. Is that so? You reach over and lightly feel Fred's cut. Ouch, no touchy. Oh, shit, sorry. You retract your arm in response to Fred's reaction. Little girls can be powerful, you know. Remember when, Shush, don't even mention it. He can't help but finish his embarrassment. He isn't... But find his embarrassment cute, especially when he's usually so proud and cocky. Is that, you know? Anyways, yeah. Let out a soft sigh. Yeah. Would you want to see my mom today? I'd love to, but maybe another day. I kind of just want to relax today. Do you guys still live in the same house, by the way? Yep, home sweet home. Besides a few cosmetic changes, the house is basically the same. Nice, I'm pretty happy to hear that. I'll go tell my mom you don't want to see her, though. Huh? Don't you dare, I love your mom way too much. You softly punch Fred's shoulder. What about seeing your own mom? You know, the one who thinks that you're fucking dead? I know you do, buddy. I'll tell you you'll visit her soon, okay? Thanks. Speaking of visiting, any idea where I can find my father? Like I said earlier, I've seen him around town, but I don't know where he is specifically. Oh, okay. Maybe we can check the bars? He used to be a regular at one of the bars I go to. That's a start, but he's definitely at the bottom of the list. There's other important things to take care of. That's fair. Yeah. By the way, what's taking Jenny so long? Ring, ring, ring. Banana phone. You can hear a rhythmic tone coming from Fred's pants. Fred takes out his phone and looks at the screen with a smirk. Speak of the devil. Fred answers the call and puts it on speaker. And that is where I'm going to pause it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!